écrit Summer Game. Donc on va reprendre notre petite partie sur Bound by Flame. Donc je suis monté le niveau 16 avec vous la dernière fois. On venait de battre un général de la morte armée. On a changé de lieu, on a quitté le petit village dans les marais pour aller dans les steppes. Et on se transforme de plus en plus en démon. À voir ce que ça donne. Donc j'ai flamboie. Donc on s'est arrêté là. Alors, regardons la carte. Donc, il faut aller parler au capitaine, je crois. Pourquoi j'ai l'élève qui me suit? Dégage. Je suis pas toi, moi. Parler à la sentinelle.
Mercenary.
As tué l'âme franche. Comment as-tu réussi à survivre? Sur ton commandant, comment se passe? Comment as-tu réussi à survivre?
How did you manage to make it through the battle?
Bit of luck, just like with everyone who survived. I pulled guard duty so many times in a row that I was sent on R&R. If you really want to know, I was in a steam room when the attack came, having a really hot bath. It was horrible. The deathly silence that fell on the city just like that, with just that awful cracking of ice. Anyway, I jumped into my uniform and ran like crazy until I found my commander. And now here I am. Nothing really heroic about it, I'm afraid.
Did you see any freeborn blades in Carolthus after the Deadwalkers' assault?
Any what?
Freeborn blades. Mercenaries like me.
Difficult to say if they were mercenaries, but I saw some humans, yes. Some of them got captured by the living dead, others... Anyway, I don't need to draw you a picture.
Do you know where they were taken?
Only thing I saw was that they were split into several groups. For the rest, I was too busy staying alive.
D'accord.
What can you tell me about your commander?
I hardly know him. I wasn't in his unit. As far as I know, he wasn't that high up, but he's the highest ranking officer we have left. Anyway, I have to admit that he managed to bring us together, set up camp, and get a bit of cohesion going in us fugitives. That's not too bad.
How are things going in the camp?
Bah, we're short of everything and morale's not great. But we're together and alive. And most of us are really pissed off. In a way, you could say everything's fine. Even if I heard that the survivors from the human army were kicking up a bit of a fuss.
I'm leaving.
Ouais, en gros, il sait rien de son commandant, il sait rien de rien. Il sait même pas s'il y a des rescapés l'âme franche. On va aller par là. Il y a des trucs là-bas. Il y a de la morte armée par là. Ouais, c'est faire ces enfoirés. Wow. T'es à peine pas voyant, mec. Moi j'étais caché, lui il s'est fait caler comme un boulet là. Je sais même pas quoi il va me servir ce mec là. Je préférais la petite sorcière ou la petite guérisseuse. Là j'ai un vieux elfe tout pourri là. Ah, une nouvelle arbalète. Parce que moi j'ai toujours mon arbalète de début là. Oh, elle fait 5 de plus. Et elle peut être améliorée. Regardez ce skin quoi. Hop. On peut changer la poignée. On s'en fout un peu parce qu'on l'utilise jamais. Par contre, les bijoux et trophées. Ouais, j'ai pas assez. Parce que j'aimerais bien mettre un gris chaman, mais j'ai pas assez. Et là, c'est les dégâts furtifs. Il manque 2 aciers. Et... Enfin, il manque 4 aciers, quoi. Bon. Continuons notre chemin. Je sais pas bien où je dois aller. Mais moi, je veux de la morte armée, je les tue. Hop là, esquive. Hop. Ah wow, 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 wow. Ils sont bien résistants ces cons là. On va se redonner de la vie. On va arrêter le temps. Voilà. Hop. Hop là. Voilà, et le croton. Voilà. Il était un peu plus résistant que d'habitude, hein. Bizarre ça. Donc... Ah, une nouvelle épée? Ouais, protectrice. Pour l'instant j'ai celle-là. Elle a juste plus de dégâts. Donc on va l'équiper, même si je l'utilise pas. Je suis spédag, hein, je suis pas spé grosse épée. Donc on va aller par là. Parce que je sais pas c'est quoi mon objectif. Elle est morte, chercher un moyen d'entrer dans la cité. Voilà. Et donc, on est enfin rentré dans l'acte 2, chapitre 1, acte 2. Donc, tout, je suis en fufu bien évidemment. Hein. Viens là toi. Hop. Hop. Faut même éviter les flèches de l'autre. Hop. 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 y voyez un peu. Mana insuffisante. Hop, l'obstacle, hein. Voilà, et maintenant le gros démon, il est où? Il est là-bas. Hop là, esquive. Par là, il y a quoi?
We got a problem.
I believe we could best them, but the racket would only draw others here. That is to be avoided.
We have to find another way.
Alors, je sais pas du tout de quoi il parle. Ah, lui, il a repris toute sa vie. Alors, tout couteau. Bon, il n'y aura pas grand chose, hein. Et donc là, on revient là où j'étais. Bon. J'ai nettoyé une énorme partie. Hop. C'est quoi ça?
Now I've seen everything. The Deadwalkers kicking each other's asses.
I beg your pardon?
What? This one talks. What the hell are you, a lich? A zombie scribe?
We've only known one another a few seconds, and already you insult me. Charming, I must say.
If you aren't one of them, then what are you?
I am an immortal superior spirit. And you?
So you're an Ice Lord. I thought you'd be taller or something.
I have absolutely no involvement with that bunch of cheapskate conjurers, and I would never humiliate myself by working for them, since that's what you seem to be suggesting.
Yeah? Rotting flesh sticking out bones? You sure as hell look like a damn dead walker to me.
Tut tut. Did no one ever tell you not to judge a book by its cover? It's true that you're young, but use your wits. Would I be fighting my own troops if what you suggest were the truth?
All I can be sure of is that you're not really alive, and that makes you my enemy. And what's more, you're in my way.
D'accord. Aïe. Il est un peu con le perso. Aïe. Hop.
Enough! I yield. This rotting body will not survive more punishment. In all my 6,000 years, I have never witnessed such power. You seem to be as unique a being as I am. What is the source of your power? What are you?
There's a demon inside me. A creature of flame that claims to come from the world heart.
How fascinating. Even if the term demon seems to lack precision. Nonetheless, I must confess that in spite of my vast knowledge, I have no idea what this entity really is. At last, something interesting. I was almost dying of boredom. I suspect that exploring what's inside you will probably be quite exciting. No, don't speak. I'm coming with you. I can't wait to find out more about your case. So how shall we begin our newfound friendship?
I have to go into Carolthas. You seem to know your way around. Come with me.
But of course, there is no finer guide than myself. I know a secret way into Carolthas.
Bon, ça y est, j'ai un morbac. Au moins, je me suis débarrassé de l'elfe.
Mathras, do you have a moment?
My dear, I have all of eternity.
Who are you exactly?
I am Mathras, immortal and unique.
Right. So why aren't you out there hanging out with your dead walker friends?
First of all, I don't have any pals. I'm a little too old for that. Secondly, I find your implication that I am associated with them most unpleasant. I have nothing in common with those dead things. I've been around for over 6,000 years, and I'm still very much alive, thank you. I admit this body is looking a little worn.
6,000 years old. Hey, you don't look a day over 250.
You flatterer. I did, however, lose a toe this morning. Nonetheless, these dead walkers are simply corpses if they're animated by magic. Whereas I am an immortal spirit who changes bodies when they wear out. There's absolutely no similarity.
But that's awful. You steal bodies?
Alas, voluntary donations are hard to come by. If you hear of any, do let me know. I'm on the lookout. But if it reassures your delicate sensibilities, I generally choose dead bodies.
Talk to you later.
Ah, comme ça, au moins, je suis assuré que c'est pas un mort armé. Mais je m'imagine mal. J'imagine mal être discret avec lui. Regardez sa discrétion cadavérique. N'importe quoi. Alors, hop. Au moins je l'ai sauvé d'une attaque de ses potes. Après reste, on tamponne un peu l'oreille avec une babouche. Hein. Alors, on va passer par là. Ah mais qu'est-ce qu'il est lent celui-là. Vas-y accélère. C'est un puissant mage mais voilà quoi. Allez, casse-toi par là, viens par là. Lui, il nous a pas encore vu avec son arme d'ast magique là. Hop là, esquive. Hop là, esquive. Aïe, m'a touché. Pas pour longtemps. J'ai pas vu un autre là-bas? Si. Il y a un squelette. J'ai plus de popo de J'ai plus de popo de mana. Allez, 4. Non, 3. Hop. Dégage. Il y a 2 gros démons là. Et garde la porte que je dois aller. Voilà. Hop, esquive. J'ai pas eu le temps d'esquiver ça avec la magie de l'autre, j'ai pas vu. Bon, ben, on peut rentrer alors.
This city is an open grave.
A tomb where the dead may not rest in peace. Cruel, yet inventive.
You'd know all about that. We'll be lucky if we find any survivors.
Ouais, bah déjà on se met en fufu. Alors, retrouver, libérer les prisonniers. Ok. Au fait, moi j'ai pas de points. Hein. Là j'ai pas de points donc on s'en fout. Je suis à 40, je suis possédé à 40%. Vous vous rendez compte? 40%. C'est en train de revenir, Marthe. Rentre, abruti. Le deuxième arrive. Oh, le premier passe. Déjà ça c'est fait. Aïe. Comme ça c'est nettoyé. Là je peux pas aller. Je vais faire le tour. Attends, je peux monter par là. Mais je vais attendre que celui-là il passe pour me taquer directement à l'autre. Ah, moi je vais m'attaquer à lui. Hop là, esquive. Hop là. Voilà. J'ai entendu un aidez-nous. Là.
Hey, you! Help us!
We need help.
Ouais, mais vous avez besoin de quoi comme aide?
Hey, you! Help us! Look out! Up there! You there! Help us!
Shh, keep it down. There's still patrols around. We're looking for the other members of the Freeborn Blades. That mean anything to you?
The what? What's that?
The Freeborn Blades. A mercenary company.
Huh. Yeah, I heard of them. I think they're in the southern part of the city. That's where the king was last seen. Maybe you can find him.
You think the king is there too?
I can't be certain he's still there. Maybe he's been captured. We can only hope that he's still alive.
Par contre, je vous présente Martas, c'est pas un mec de la morte armée, pas de souci. Hein. Allô, réaction, il y a un cadavre là. Oh, un croton. Il est tout seul? Ils sont deux? Ils sont plusieurs? Ah, on m'a vu. Aïe. 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 Je vais monter voir par là. J'ai bien fait, il y avait des trucs. Donc tac tac tac. Ah, boîte du rôdeur. Allez, on va mettre un peu de résistance au froid, comme ça. C'est où? Résistance au gel, moins 3%. Tac, tac, tac. Vous voyez, j'ai 40% de possession. Donc bon, j'ai même pas la moitié de possession. Putain, il y en a deux là. Ah, bien sûr. Hop là. Hop là. Hop, et hop. Donc, on va partir par là. Chuchotage. D'accord. Ah, un home de la garde royale. Ça ressemble à quoi le home? Bah, niveau stat et esthétique, il n'y a pas à chier, il est mieux dans les deux. Maintenant avec Martas avec moi, je sais pas, j'arrive pas à savoir s'il y a un zombie ou pas dans le coin. Ah là 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 là. Un perso fort, mais qui a le défaut de pas me donner les positions. C'est quoi ça encore? Un boss ou un truc normal? Oh wow 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 wow. Elle fait mal cette connasse. Hop. Hop. comment se faire un gros truc sans difficulté. Donc là c'est la continuité et là c'est le roi.
Prince Arundel? What are you doing here, my lord?
I followed you, Vulcan. I must save our king, with or without your aid. What is this thing?
I don't know, but it doesn't look right.
Son, my boy, can it be you?
Oh, fuck.
By all the gods. Father, it cannot be.
Do not look upon me. I am so sorry. Do not stay here. Take the crown and leave this place.
Oh, Father, but what have they done to you?
I surrendered. Lord Blackfrost told me that he was slain. That Marshal Winter's army had left no survivors at Bastion. I had not the strength to even raise my sword. And so he changed us, remade us, the other nobles and I, and all those who had taken refuge in the palace. He wanted me to witness our end, so that I would live without defeat and news of your death for eternity. But you are alive. You live. Your mother and I are so relieved to know you live.
Mother? But how can I release you from this curse?
My son, if you only knew how sorry we are. You cannot save us. We are condemned to this abomination. You must slay us. The others, the Queen, the Count, all of these people. I feel their suffering. Hear their screams within me. Put an end to it, I beg you. Free us that our souls may be with you.
Sire, I can take care of this if you want me to.
For pity, my boy. Whatever you decide. Take the crown.
There is more power lying hid in this twisted corpse than in a dozen juggernauts. I will not stand by and watch those blood-sucking necromancers steal it from me once more.
Sire, please step aside.
What are you doing?
I'm taking back the power that was stolen from the World Heart.
How dare you? That is my father, the King of Caralthas. I have to perform the funeral rite to free his soul. Have you no respect?
Respect for him that joineth with the Deadwalkers? Ha! I think not.
We have to get back to the camp before the Deadwalkers come for us. The death of one of the Liches is bound to have gotten their attention.
I will come soon. I must first perform a ritual to free my father's soul from this unholy carcass so that it may stay with me.
I'll wait outside.
On commence à devenir de plus en plus démoniaque. Alors... Comment j'ai fait pour regarder 60% sans qu'il me demande quoi que ce soit. Oh. Alors, j'ai un point. Bon, un point, on s'en fout. Alors, là, j'ai 2 points ici. En fait, on a reçu, voilà, une nouvelle arme. Enfin, 2 nouvelles armes, alors... Non, elle est moins bien. J'adore notre nouvel aspect. À la fin, on jouera le démon en entier ou quoi? Ce serait pas mal. Alors, là je peux pas y aller, donc c'est là, aller vers les steppes.
Can't afford to wait for Arundel. Not in his condition. The Deadwalkers will be scouring the city to find who killed their lich. We gotta get back to the camp fast.
Dost thou feel the power of the world heart flowing through us, since thou didst absorb the lich?
I feel a little stronger, but it's not enough.
Yes, it is far from over. This power comes straight from the necromancers, who sucked it from the world heart. We must starve them.
Ouais, c'est le perso lui-même qui demande au démon de devenir plus fort, quoi. Moi, je fais que écouter ce qu'il dit, hein. À la base, j'ai accepté le fait d'être un peu possédé. Il y a plein de mecs morts. Ah, j'ai là ou j'ai là? Ok, j'ai là.
Mercenary.
I'm leaving.
A deadwalker. Guards! Guards!
Take it easy. Calm down. He's with me, and he's not dangerous.
But it is a deadwalker.
Don't get him started on that, please. Yes, he is a kind of zombie, immortal thing, but he's not part of the Deadwalker army.
Fear not, my young friend. I don't eat elves. They play havoc with my digestion. So you're not at any risk from me.
I'd like you to go and talk to the Red Scribes about what you know. You over there, get off your ass and escort our friend here to the Red Scribes.
If that is what you wish. Be seeing you.
Je me suis séparé du cadavre. Donc, on va par là.
Ah! What the hell is that? Guards! Guards!
Calm down, Smithy. I'm on your side.
Our side? With a face like that? You think I'm stupid? Guards!
Fool. If I had wished him ill, his bones would he now be crackling over the flames.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Show me what you have to sell.
Alas, not much. I'm missing so much equipment, but have a look. You might find something you like.
En fait, c'est plutôt moi qui veux vendre des trucs. Je vends mon étoile du matin et mon couperet royal. Mes greffes de légionnaire. Mon casque de légionnaire. Ah, c'est vrai que je porte plus mon casque du tout là. Et ma lame impériale parce que je préfère ma lame protectrice. Je porte plus du tout mon casque. Oh. Quand vous empêche d'équiper un casque. Oh, c'est pute.
Good day, even if the expression isn't necessarily appropriate. Can I help you?
Ouais. Ouais, ce que t'as à vendre. Alors. Acier, 200 balles d'acier. Putain. Et il faut faire quoi pour avoir de l'acier? Oh, j'en ai eu 5. J'ai 5 aciers. Donc, vu que j'ai 5 aciers... Voilà. On va aller voir la cinématique, la petite discussion là-bas, et on arrêtera là.
They attacked the wrong person. How dare they condemn our king to such a macabre fate? My father. It's time for us to repay the Deadwalkers in kind. I want to see them destroyed, so not a single one of those dead ever dare set foot in our streets again. We're going to launch a massive assault to take back our city. It is time to turn the tide of this war. Vulcan, we will need you and your extraordinary abilities. We have to send a small group to open the city gates. I'm counting on you. I know that you can be stealthy and incredibly effective. A few soldiers will be going with you. This is our best chance. Black Frost doesn't seem to be here anymore, and most of his forces went with him.
This prince is a stupid dreamer, but a useful one. If he attacks, he will draw the necromancer's eye, clearing the way for us.
All right, count me in on this mission, but nothing more. I don't intend to take part in the fighting to retake the city, but your last stand coincides with my objectives. Black Frost should find your army fascinating. He'll send a large part of his troops against you, and he might even show up in person. And as it appears that his realm is one of the paths to the World Heart, that'll clear the path for me.
I would have preferred more assistance, but that'll have to do. This will be a magnificent battle.
If you say so.
Thou knowest that Black Frost's palace will take us to the World Heart. Yet still thou dost waste thy time in vain battles. Thy stupidity knows no bounds.
The knight would like to talk to his friend about an ancient ritual. For it is said that wisdom and strength often reveal themselves through the mists of time.
A ritual? Considering what happened to me the last time I was at one of those, I should probably listen to you. So what's it about?
Where the knight comes from, the bravest warriors are permitted to take part in a dangerous but powerful rite. They must search for special ingredients to make a potion for themselves that they then drink. Only the very strong survive. But if they live, they gain the experience and skills of many warriors long dead, and thus each of their blows becomes more deadly.
And you did this? This potion?
Yes. The knight accomplished this ritual many years ago, and he carries within him the wisdom of all the great warriors of Algander. It made him much stronger, and he is sure that if an exceptional warrior was to go through this same ritual, the effects would be many times more powerful.
Uh-huh. So it looks like I'm going off looking for outlandish ingredients again. But hey, if it's for a good cause...
The knight has prepared a list. His friend must now search for all the ingredients written on it.
I'm on it.
Ça, c'est fait. Alors, chapitre 1, c'est fait. On rentre dans le chapitre 2. Préparer les assauts. Alors... Une vie ou deux morts. On laisse personne derrière. La forge légendaire de Carlas. Ok. Quête annexe. On fait une parler à Sibylle. La défense du village. Défendre la barricade est. Ah, j'ai pas fait ça. Bon. Bon, elle, ouais. J'ai pas eu le temps, je suis arrivé, pouf pouf, ça s'est enlevé. Alors. Reconquête, préparer un assaut. Faire nécessaire à la préparation de Randval, trouver la forge, retrouver les groupes. Ok, bah tiens, elle est là, Sibylle.
Damn, it's freezing here. Aren't you cold?
I've spent many winters in libraries with no heating. After that, you hardly notice the cold. Which reminds me, do you know if the library in the city is still intact?
I saw a building that looks like a library. But is it intact? Are you looking for any book in particular?
Not a book, many books. The elves have the most advanced culture in the world. Their libraries contain works of inestimable value. We should find them. They could be useful to us.
Je prends Sibylle avec moi, elle ira chercher les livres.
Vulcan, come here. I need to talk to you about something. While you were in the city, the Deadwalkers apparently began stirring. Several scouts have disappeared without a trace. They can't just have been ambushed by chance. Someone must have given their roots to our enemies. I'm afraid we have a traitor among us. Though if that's the case, I don't understand why we haven't been attacked by the Deadwalkers yet. What's really troubling is that these disappearances pretty much correspond to your arrival here. Which means that your living dead friend is the prime suspect. Even if it's just as possible that it's one of the Red Scribes, or even one of your people.
And why can't it be one of your people?
Why would he do that? And above all, why would he wait until now to betray us?
Who knows what goes on in a traitor's head? Maybe he thought that everything was played out and my presence here made him change his mind. After all, until we got here, you weren't doing much. And now things have started to move, and the outcome of the combat has become less certain.
You're extremely presumptuous. If what you say is true, this traitor actually waited to see if you were really capable of reversing the situation. Fine, for the sake of argument. Will you help us carry out this investigation? Yes or no?
I'll see what I can do. But if it turns out the traitor is one of your people, you better do what you have to.
Ouais, on m'accuse, mais...
Since you arrived, the enemy seems to be aware of our every move.
Truly. Surprising that they haven't yet arrived here to destroy this camp. Most interesting. Or perhaps very stupid. In any event, I do feel sorry for you. One doesn't seem to be able to put one's trust in anyone these days.
You don't understand. What I want is...
But I understand perfectly, my dear boy. I'd merely hoped that you were above this kind of nonsense. Since my arrival here, I've been surrounded by your friends, something that rather precludes the possibility of me talking to the enemy. I have not once left the camp, and no one deigns to speak to me of strategy, which is a pity, given the evident levels of incompetence of your generals. Thus, it seems obvious that these suspicions are unfounded. You know, since arriving here, I have the odd feeling of standing in a turnip field.
A turnip field?
Yes, it must be all the superior intelligences that surround us. Trust me, child. You should leave this area as swiftly as you may.
You would know more about the Dead Walkers than us. Who do you think the spy is?
Walking around in a dead body doesn't make one an expert on all other dead things, young man. In fact, I find the suggestion vaguely insulting. But I have learned to trust my experience, something that you, despite your youth, should attempt to do also. I imagine we could quite easily reduce the possibilities. Firstly, the traitor must be able to enter and leave the camp without being stopped. Then, it must be someone who can observe your comings and goings without drawing attention to themselves. Lastly, it is someone who knows your plans. Someone who knows your military commander's orders. That alone excludes a large number, particularly the undead here. In your place, I should go and question the camp watchman. Logic suggests they will have seen something.
Thanks for the tips. I'll get right on it. Let's change the subject. Talk to you later.
Et voilà, on va s'arrêter sur ces bonnes paroles de Martas. On a tué le roi, vu qu'il était devenu une grosse flèche toute moche. Le prince n'est toujours pas de retour. Enfin, je l'ai pas vu. Ah si, il est revenu, mais il est un peu bizarre. Nous, on se transforme de plus en plus en démons. 60% de prise, voilà quoi. J'espère que cette petite vidéo vous aura plu. Je vous dis à très bientôt. Et n'oubliez pas, amusez-vous et bon jeu à tous.